So preparing to stream live on the wonderful YouTube. And we are live. Right. I have to mute this one or it plays in the background. I need to go back here. And don't worry about that recording. That's the bonus recording. The YouTube first edit plays. Now I start the normal recording. Christina, you're up first. I'm just going to actually prepare the song because I was going to put someone on. That's it. Got you here. Right. And Darwin and I had a debate, Christina. We said, should we play the video when you see her singing live, or should we listen to both of them? And he goes, that the sound quality from the video, this one is just world class. So that we went with that. So I'm going to start the show, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Hi, and welcome to the 1010 podcast, Diverse Show, episode 42. Coming up first, we've got Christina Marie. She's a very valued member of the music family now, world-class musician, vocalist especially. Christina Marie, could you introduce yourself and tell us the story behind your song, Loaded Gun? Why did you write that?
Story behind Loaded Gun. Well, I'm Christina Marie. I live in Pennsylvania, originally from Canada. Loaded Gun is about a relationship I was in, where he was a drummer and he toured a lot, and he used to have a problem with cocaine. He told me he didn't. And then I found out that he still had the problem. So he used to put me down a lot, and he basically chose the drug over me. And that's basically what the song is about. I up and left one day. So we lived in the forest of, I don't know if anyone knows Yakult, Washington. It's in the middle of nowhere in Washington state. We lived there, and he was like, I'm going to go to the store. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stay here. I've got 40 minutes to pack my car as much as I can and leave without him seeing me on the road. So that's what I did. And that's what this song is about.
You know something? It is absolutely world-class track. If any of you haven't heard the Christina Marie before, sit back and just enjoy this. That's all I can say. One love.
Drum beats, I felt it. Cold feet, they melted. That music, tantalizing, can't refuse it. I'm fantasizing. That first kiss, electric. That first sex, the best shit. Yeah, your love is a loaded gun. You shoot me down just for fun, but tonight you better run. Yeah, your love is a loaded gun. 'Cause I don't need 6 shots. I only need just one. Yeah, just one. First fight, you hurt me. First light, still can't see. 2 ladies, 1 big mess. Cocaine, your lover, be your mistress. You choose her to please you. I'll pack my things and I'll leave you. Yeah, your love is a loaded gun. You shoot me down just for fun, but tonight you better run. Yeah, your love is a loaded gun. 'Cause I don't I felt it. Cold feet, they melted. Yeah, your love is a forever. You shoot me down just for fun, but tonight you're better run. Yeah, your love is a forever. 'Cause I don't need 6 shots. I only need just one. Yeah, just one. Yeah, just one.
I mean, do you get any better than that? You'd have to go and listen to her other songs. Mama's Blues. Yeah. Christina, just world class, world class. Let's hear the new voices first of all. Let's hear Cara Rhodes. Are you in Scotland at the moment, Cara? Cara Rhodes?
I see her.
I could. Cara, can you hear us? Eddie Chapman in South Africa. What's your thoughts there, dude?
Oh, great song. That's absolutely fantastic. I love hearing new music, new artists. That was just great. Great song.
Thank you.
Well said, dude. Let's go with Marcos in Finland. Marcos, MATD. What was your thoughts there on Christina Marie?
Wow, what a voice. I really loved her voice, and this song is very great. And it certainly has hit potential, this song. It's a great song.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you
said,
very
well said, well said. Niall over in Ireland, Art Crimes Band. What was your thoughts there, Niall?
Yeah, it's a great track and a great voice. It had a really cool sort of like slow bluesy sort of dark tones to it, which I guess, you know, is fitting considering what it's about. And as a drummer myself, I'm just going to advise you just stay away from drummers in general. So yeah, it's not advised anymore to date drummers. It's not good, no. So no, great track and fantastic. Very good.
Thank you.
Well said, dude. Well said. Now we'll go for my three amigos, Redbeard, Greenbeard, and No Beard. Redbeard, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Yeah, hi. I'm sorry I was a little bit late joining you, but I did hear the whole song. I love it. It's got a real retro feel to it, but it's also kind of quite contemporary, along with say someone like ZZ Ward. It's got that kind of feel as well. So yeah, it's a really cool song. As always, your vocals are spot on, and just a great delivery all round. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Yeah, wow.
Well said, Mark. Well said, Redbeard. Mr. Captain Greenbeard over in Portugal.
Well, what can I say? I first of all, I'm going to say I agree with you, Sparky. It's definitely world class, and you know, Christina, your vocals are so soulful, so emotional. You know, you can feel it, and it just stands out. It just comes over. You know, fantastic singing, fantastic song.
Thank you.
Well, we didn't pick her for the second episode of Joey Stuckey's Music Mentor podcast for nothing, you know. Joey's got potential big plans to get you over there when obviously you're ready and stuff. Darwin DeFlair, Mr. Malaysia, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Yeah, another great track. I think I met you in the first blues. The first blues, that's where I met you.
I think so.
Where we were discussing it. Yeah. And
all the beards were there.
I've had a shave, so I'm incognito today. I betrayed the Mark and Steve. They thought that I was going for a beard, but I went for a clean shave instead. But on to reviewing the music, which is what I should be doing. Yeah, your voice is absolutely brilliant. I think it's one of the bravest things you can do is write a song about your personal experiences. It fills me with trepidation when I write something that is close to me, whether I write about my love for my wife or anything else. That's when you feel really vulnerable, when you put that type of song out there, because feedback for those type of tracks is going to hit you personally. There's no shield. There's nothing to protect you or whatever. So it's a very brave thing to put yourself, your soul, and you did put your soul into it. You put your soul into the singing. And as everybody said, it was absolutely fantastic. And the track was professionally produced and was excellent as well. So, yeah, it took me to those forests, as you said, and I could see you driving off into the distance like one of those films. With everything in the back or whatever, like your tennis racket hanging out of the window or whatever. So
My bike.
Yeah, your bike tied to the back of the boot or something.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was. I'm getting a
Yeah.
flashback. PTSD.
Do you know something? Unless Christina Marie stops doing work and doesn't want to do it any longer, the world is going to hear you. You're absolutely fantastic. You're on a level kind of your own, like you're just you can do anything with that voice. Go and check out Christina Marie Mama's Blues, right? If you've not heard that song as well. Young Cara, would you like to say something? Cara, what was your thoughts on Christina? We've unmuted you there, Cara. Can you hear us? Oh, no worries. I don't know what's going on there, but Christina Marie, thanks for being a wonderful guest. You're absolutely magnificent. You know how much I love you. Until the next time, dear. Christina Marie, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries. Hang around as long as you can. We've only got 5 guests here. I know you're busy and you're a full-time mama, but hang around as long as you can. Coming up next, represented by Marcos, is MATD over in Finland. Could you introduce yourself, dude, and tell us the story behind your song, Me and My Dog? Yeah.
Yes, this song was made with musicians all over the world, and singer is from UK, Tom Bedlam, and we have musicians from USA, Venezuela, South Africa, and Finland. And this is dedicated to everyone who loves dogs. We have so many friends who has wonderful dogs, and we wanted to make some kind of dog anthem, like a rock anthem, and this is the one.
You know something? I'm very sorry, Bethany. You're the spitting image of another guest. Cara Rhodes is meant to be on here tonight. No wonder she didn't answer us. I'm absolutely so embarrassed about that. And sorry it's coming to your section, MATD. But wait till you hear this song, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely wonderful. MATD with Man and My Dog.
Me and My Dog.
Me and My Dog. Let's go.
Into deep brown eyes, they never tell me lies. Day and night together we spend. Never underestimate loyalty, not overrated. Friendship lasts longer than love. Bark, take a little bite. Wanna have a fight? We are dynamite. Me and dog, we are a team. Bitches walking down the street. We are blood and meat. No need to sleep alone. Every time I'm coming home, all I need I got, says owner of the nasty dog. When you wave your tail, always I obey. Keep my collar tight. Ugly as you may be, your beauty I can see. Partners in crime in dark lights. Sunny day or stormy night, never leaves by my side. Friendship lasts longer than love. Bark, take a little bite. Wanna have a fight? We are dynamite. Me and dog, we are a team. Bitches walking down the street. We are bloody mean. No need to sleep alone. Every time I'm coming home, all I need I got, says owner of the nasty sleep alone every time I'm coming home. All I need I got, says owner of the nasty dog.
Me and my dog. Well, that to tons and tons of people. Everybody's loved a dog at one point. You know, my mum's little dog was like her third child, and she's still heartbroken. It passed away last year. So Marcos, wonderful dude, and we'll go straight to Bethany, and I'll apologise for the wrong name calling you. It's your first time here, and I'm really sorry. What would you like to say to Marcos and Christina? She'll hear it as well if you've got a comment for the last guest here. Bethany Sorensen, and tell us your location, and I'll add it in as well. Thank you.
Okay. Hi. No worries at all. I totally understand. We've never met before. So I'm from Utah. And Marcos, I love your song. It's so fun. That was the first thing that came to my mind. And not only the production of the music, but also the video. I just love it. And my favorite line, I think, was "You're ugly" or something, but I still see your beauty. And I just thought that was funny. So great music, great song. And Christina, the first word that came to my mind when I listened to your song and story was powerful. I just feel like hearing the backstory and then hearing the music along with the instrumentals was just like super powerful. So both of you, wonderful music.
That is a great word to use for Christina and Marcos as well. What a brilliant world-class video. Niall, you're the next guest, so we'll give you the last compliment here. So we'll go Eddie, and then my three amigos, then Niall. So Eddie Chapman, what was your thoughts there, brother?
Yeah, man, I love the song. I tell you what, buddy, I like the video just as much. I've got a Scottish Terrier named Nessie, and I'm telling you, she was digging the song as well. Great song, man. I love it.
Well said, dude. Well said. Let's go Darman, Steve, Mark this time in the Three Amigos.
Okay, I really like the song, but I think this is really important. I just want to first go to the video and then go to you personally, okay? So I thought the video was excellent. The TV and everything, the concept was, the video elevates your music, right? It is that good. But do you know what elevates both of it is you. You have got such a personality and it comes out straight away. You've got this comedic type of thing. I was watching your gestures and everything. The start of that song, right, is your presence in that video. It just shines through wherever, like, and like you got that guy by the side of you, and it's almost like a comedy act type of thing. Like, I think you got a real talent. You got a real talent for being on camera. Even if you didn't want to do music, if you got any type of verbal gift or anything like that, right? You got the X factor when it comes to the video, and I really bought into the way all the emotions or everything are really selling the music and the video. And I think so. That's why I wanted to say to you, I would say lean into your personality, the way you're moving and everything like that. And I think that will really push your music going forward or whatever. So that's my take for that.
Well said, dude. Well said. Let's go, Mr. Greenbeard, Mr. Redbeard.
Marcus, I agree with what Darmin was just saying. I think that, you could be on TV, you've got that personality, that able to project yourself, and it comes over. And so, like I said, I could see you on TV, and the song, I thought it was fun, it was happy, it was just a wonderful slice of pop. I would call it pop music. and the video just went with it so well. So yeah, really great work all around.
Well said. I'll be that. Mr. Story, then Mr. Niall over in Ireland.
Oh, hi, Marcos. I'll introduce you to my my friend here. This is Seth. Hello. Hello. Right. You know, there's certain songs you can write that just are always going to be used when a certain something happens. For example, School's Out by Alice Cooper, Elected by Alice Cooper. You know, songs like that, that when it's school, you know, it's something, it's always a Christmas song. To write a song about a dog, there's so many dog lovers in the world, you can't fail. Yeah. But you've not just written a song about your friendship with your dog, you've written a class song about your friendship with your dog. And on top of that, you've added a video that just melted my heart. I mean, I was grinning all the way through that. The little images, the way you put those images together was absolutely brilliant. And in equal balance, the song is as good as the video is as good as the song, but you've got a real winner there, because every dog lover in the world, myself included, will be jumping on your song. So well done, fella. But it's a great song, really good stuff. I love it.
Well said, Mr. Redbeard. And do you know, if you to make one, if you to make one for cats, you'd almost have just about as many fans, including Mr. Greenbeard there. He loves his cats as well. So maybe think about doing one for cats, man. Hey, why not? Niall, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
Everybody is, you know, there's so many things that have been said, you know, that are just spot on about it. But it is such a happy song. It's great. Not enough songs about dogs, unfortunately, which is great that you're remedying that now. And I just think, you know, a happy, positive song about man's best friend, as they say. And I love cats and dogs, but I've always had dogs in through the years. So it's a great song, man. And you're a fantastic personality. You should have your own TV show or be on national television in Finland anyway, for sure.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Marcos from MATD in Finland. Till the next time, brother. Thanks for being a guest tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the way things are staying, we've only got 3 more guests, unless everyone wants to hear a song from Redbeard, Greenbeard, and No Beard. We can have 8. Maybe some people will show up, but there's lots of new people. I'm going to send the show to them all in private mail tomorrow and say, look what you missed out on. See you in a year's time for standing me up, you know. But that's a joke. Oh, there's somebody's just come back. That's my wee mother back. So Niall, next guest, Niall from the Art Crimes Band. Could you introduce yourself, dude, and give us the story behind the song "If Only"? Yeah, please.
Absolutely. So the Art Crimes Band, we're a 6-piece R&B soul band in Cork. We've been around for 10 years. We have 1 album out, and we're, you know, last year and the year before we released a bunch of new singles. We're working on our new album. We should have a new single out sometime in the summer. But this particular song, If Only, it was from our first album in 2015, and it's sort of a jazz song. It was written by our bass player, Tim O'Leary, and he was big into jazz theory at the time, and I think he had said he was out for a few beers and left a friend's house afterwards, and he was walking down the hill from the house, and he was like rhyming words in his head, and his phone had died, so he walked into some other shop or something, got a pen and paper and started writing down the lyrics. But what the video that you're going to watch today, I always thought that the song would sound beautiful with just vocals and piano. And so for International Jazz Day last year, we live streamed our piano player, Katie, and our singer, Grace, doing the song here in the studio, and live streamed it on YouTube for International Jazz Day. So that's what it is, just a simple, small jazz song and 2 people, piano and vocal. That's it.
Well, without further ado, and might I just add, actually, on the 25th of the month, we've got the Jazz, Funk and Soul Night. Try and get the 2 girls and the rest of the band to come to the show. No, because the host of that show is friends with Stevie Wonder, dude. Awesome. And so, yeah, man. Niall Crime with the Art Crimes Band and the wonderful track, If Only. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
only you were ever to lie in my arms, I'd be happy to just be with you. And if only you were ever to die in my arms, you should know that I have loved you forever and ever can be a long time, but it wouldn't if I could be with you. Forever and ever is too short a time just to have spent it with you. But life is strange and unfair to you and me. We don't always get what we want. To love is to have, and to live is to have not. I don't know which way I would choose. If I could, then I would buy you the world, and I'd give it all to you. World, for a chance just to be with you. In closing, I don't know how I would be if I was to stay with you. But I feel I could be all I could be if I could just stay with you.
Just absolutely beautiful. Just set me somewhere. I'm going to check out the Spotify version of it after the show, Niall. But
Cool.
yeah,
Awesome, man.
beautiful, dude. Honestly, you guys have got some talent. Let's start. Ladies first, and only there's one lady. Bethany, what's your thoughts there first? Bethany, then we'll go Bethany, then Marcos.
Oh, it was so beautiful. I was just sitting here dancing to it. I thought that the music, along with the words, the way that you played with, that was super cool. Like in the verses, it was a little bit dissonant and jazzy, kind of how jazz is. But then when the I Love You came, it was very like 5/1, very predictable, and like feels like home. And I thought that was really that. No, also super cool that it was live. Very awesome.
Thanks.
Well said, Bethany. Marcos, and then Steve.
Okay, this is something I really love. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Jazz Festival this Friday, and this is something which is really nice to listen live, and this was right atmosphere, just what it needs, and this was great song.
Awesome. Thanks,
I
man.
like this kind of stuff.
Is it the Pori Jazz Festival by any chance?
No, actually it's here in Myyrmäki where I live. First
cool.
Jazz Festival here in Vantaa, so we go there.
Awesome. Must check it out sometime.
Yes.
Well said, well said. Steve, then Mark.
I thought the singing was top quality and the keyboard playing as well. And it was just right, you know, you didn't need anything else with that song. It just worked with the singing and the playing, and that was all you needed. And it just worked. It was just a fantastic sound all around, and I really enjoyed it. So that's what I'd say about it.
Thanks, man.
Well said, dude. Mark, and then Darman.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the songs you write, they call out for just a stripped back version. And some of the stuff I've done sounds okay on an acoustic, just acoustic and vocal. I definitely want to check out the full band version of that song. But when you've got just a great vocal, a great piano, and a great tune, you've got it all, and you've got it all there. as I said, it's really inspired me to kind of check out the full version, because that version is so awesome and atmospheric that I'll be interested to see what the other version's like. So I'm going to definitely check it out, give it another like.
Awesome.
So
Thanks,
yeah,
Dave.
cool, man. I mean, it's just class, absolute class. Beautiful music, good music, excellent music. Thank you.
Thanks.
Can I just butt in there and say, at the end of every show, there's always an article now, and we embed your YouTube videos. So see when I hand deliver the articles to you tomorrow, like, leave your reviews in each other's comments. I dare you to do that. You'll all help each other if you do. That's what we're going to start to do, because I done my first rock show a couple of days ago and there was 16 guests there, and we've decided, right, we can't all do reviews now. So let's take the reviews to the YouTube channels. If I hand deliver you an article and all your YouTube videos are there, I've done the hard work. So if you do that, you will help each other. Darman, then our next guest, Eddie, then Cara showed up. Bethany, sorry, the Cara's. Oh, right. Darman DeFlair and then Eddie Chapman, our next guest, brother.
First of all, I just got to get it out of the way. My main instrument is piano or whatever, and so I play keys as well. So I was geeking out over the Node keyboard, and I thought this song that the Node should be sponsoring you, because that piano sound, obviously, and the person playing it, the expressiveness of the keyboard, it just really came out or whatever. I just love the chord progression, the jazz chord progression. I thought it was absolutely great. And the vocalist just really complimented it. And it's not an easy one. When you've got like those, it's not a lot of a gap. The chord progression is quite, is advancing quite fast. So the vocalist is doing like a run almost as the chords are going down, and I love that, because that's not something you hear every day. And she done it so soulfully and so professionally. So, and just the last thing I'll say is, I would have loved to be in some sort of lounge, drinking a beer and listening to those people on a stage, either chatting or maybe just sitting back. I don't smoke, but I'll have a cigar just for that song. It was absolutely great.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Well said, Darman. And I'd like to welcome Cara Rhodes to the show. Welcome, Cara. So Eddie Chapman, what's your thoughts before we get to your section? And just so you know, we've only got 3 guests left. It's Eddie, Bethany, and Cara. So Eddie Chapman, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, young man?
Yeah, beautiful song, man. Sometimes less is better in music. Well, not sometimes. I think most of the time, less is better in music. Just the keyboard and the vocalist was just beautiful. The song took me also on a journey. Actually, the vibes I got from it was, I saw this movie play off in my head. So no, it's a beautiful song. A beautiful jazz song. Really good job, man.
Thanks, guys.
Well said, Eddie. And Niall, I've been texting you in private. We're doing 20 different genre shows, but I'm doing 5 diverse shows like this every month, man. So no matter what your genres are, we're going to get in contact with you. Mark and Steve have been my long-term right and left-hand men, but they're both nearly 50, but they're both nearly 70. Darman DeFlair's come in recently, and he's going to help me put all this together. So, Niall, the jazz show's waiting for you, bro. Speak to you the 25th. Put it in your diary, please. It will do you the world of good. Niall from Archives Band. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Right. So, coming up next from South Africa, we've got Mr. Eddie Chapman. Eddie, could you introduce yourself and tell us the story behind your song "Move It With Me"? Yes.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm Eddie Chapman. I'm from South Africa. I'm based here, and "Move It With Me" was kind of a tongue-in-cheek song I wrote. I've been in this business a long time, and usually, people say to me, "Yeah, but the songs are, too negative this way or that way." And so I thought, well, okay, if they want that, I'll write them a sexy song. And so I went in with that mindset. When I got the riff on the guitar, I immediately thought of the Chili Peppers, and I thought, well, I go out of my comfort zone and I'll incorporate sounds from Bruno Mars, and so I mixed the two together, and that was the product. Move It With Me. So.
Honestly, bro, you're absolutely brilliant there. And Darwin and I were listening to the songs before the show there, and as soon as the first couple of seconds, Darwin's like this, yeah, man, I really like this one. So Eddie Chapman with Move It With Me, absolutely brilliant. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. One love.
I got my eyes set on your groove, addictive to the point where I can take my eyes off you. But when your hips call out my name, I wanna move your body. And I want you to scream and make your heart scream. And I just wanna move you, baby, and tease you with my lips, sweat upon your lips. And I just wanna move you, baby, and move it with me. And your rhythm gets me high. It's in the way that you dance into the middle of the night. And I need you by my side. I wanna feel your body. And I want you to scream and make your heart scream. And I just wanna move you, baby, and tease you with my lips, and sweat upon your lips. And I just wanna move you, baby, and move it with me. Move it with me. Now move it right, move it left, move it in. I'm still hung up on adrenaline. Now take it fast, take it slow, take me home. I'll make you dance, put the music in your bones. Move with me, you gotta move with me, you gotta move with me, you gotta. And I want you to scream and make your heart scream. And I just wanna move you, baby, and tease you with my lips, sweat upon your lips. And I just wanna move you, baby, and move it with me. Move it with me.
What a wonderful, wonderful musician, eh?
Thank you.
Let's
Thank you.
let's go, ladies first. Cara and then Bethany. Cara, what was your thoughts there on the wonderful Eddie Chapman?
Oh, I love that one. That had me sort of dancing around here. I'm in the holiday park right now, so I was in front of everybody dancing away to it. So no, that was really good. I can imagine listening to that on the radio, just jamming out to it. I think the vocals are great. The words are great. It just has you wanting to get up on your feet. So no, it was a really good song, and it was just really, yeah. I think it's a good mood booster as well. The production is amazing. Vocals are great, and it's just got a really good sequence to it. So overall, great.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Well
it.
said, yeah, well said. Bethany and then Niall.
Yeah, I thought it was super fun. I know you said in your introduction it was written kind of tongue in cheek, but even though you did a great job, like I wouldn't have known that if you hadn't said that. And my husband's across the room from me, and he was just doing air guitar and dance. So it's just
Thank you so much.
That's awesome to know that Mr. Sorenson's behind you there, boogieing his butt off. That's awesome. Niall, then Darman.
So yeah, a fantastic song, man. Great production and a great groove, and also just a really good feel good song. You know what I mean? It's sort of like a party song. I love that came on drinking beer in a late bar some night, and it's just played really loud. So yeah, the song needs to be played loud. Yeah, awesome, great stuff, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Did someone say beer? I had to crack a wee small Australia. I'm sorry, I had to open one during that there. So, Darman, then Mark.
Yeah, one of my top songs like is Californication with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I definitely hear that type of influence. I thought the riff grabbed me straight away, like Sparky said, that got me just going or whatever. But what's impressive is the way that you mix things up. I love the brass in it. I just love that brass really worked well in a rock song. Who knew like that? That really worked. And when you drop down and everything, that bass line, I love that bass line. I fell in love with it. And finally, to top it all off, if you don't mind me saying, you got a very thick accent or whatever. So I just couldn't get over like the vocals. The vocals were, you know what I mean? There was no hint of the accent there. It just clear, enunciated, and it fitted the track so well, whatever. If someone said this is a Chili's Peppers track with a guest singer, I would accept that. That's how good the production is, and the singing is top as well. I would put that up there, wherever. Honestly, and I'm not just lying. I tell it as it is. That was excellent. I really enjoyed that.
Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Kind words. Thank you.
Well said, Darren. Mark, Steve, then Marcos. Mark.
Yeah. Before I get on the subject of the song, I just want to point out that a few artists on YouTube have got comments turned off. So obviously we can't comment on YouTube, but I've liked and subscribed to your channel. But it's got a good idea to it. It's good. Right. On the subject, first of all, the artwork is outstanding. And from where I'm sitting with you in front of it, you look like you've got the most amazing afro ever in the world. It's an explosion of colours. Yeah, I mean, what everyone else said about that song, I mean, that is a great song. I echo what everyone else says about the chorus is brilliant. Everything about it's brilliant. But what Niall said sums it up for me, which is it's upbeat. It's such a feel-good song. It's one of them songs you could put on first thing in the morning when you're just falling out of bed and your beard's all over the place and you fall into pieces, and you press play or tell Alexa to play that song, and all of a sudden you're alive again. It's just got that feel. It just gets your blood pumping. So that is awesome, mate. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a listen to it again later. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well said, Captain Redbeard. Captain Greenbeard, what's your thoughts there, brother?
Eddie, I thought that your song was amazing. It was, I loved the energy of it. The production was just top class, and what everybody else has been saying. It was just a fantastic piece of work there, and top marks from me.
Well, thank you so much, man.
You're welcome.
Well said. Marcos in Finland, before we get to our second last guest of the evening, Bethany, and then we've got two more guests. Marcos, what was your thoughts there, brother?
Yes, I've been working at the radio station many years as a music director, and when I listen music, I always listen, is this something I could take to the rotation? And this definitely is the one. This has many hooks and it's so radio friendly, and this kind of rock I like. And I would choose this. Great work. Great work.
Thank you so much. Wow. Great work. Thank you.
Well said, Marcos. And Eddie, we just had the first 1010 Rock Show 2 nights ago with 16 artists on it. It's the 7th of every month for the Rock Show. So put that in your diary, and no matter what, I want you to come on the next Rock Show. Eddie Chapman from South Africa. Till the next time, brother.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yep. And do you know something? I hope we don't look like a bunch of sexist pigs in here. We've got two lovely ladies here all night and we've made them go last. I'm so sorry. I guess I just wanted just to hang around with us all night, I think. Coming up next from Utah over in America, we've got Bethany Sorensen. Could you introduce yourself, Bethany, and tell us the story behind your song Sunflower, please?
Yeah, thank you. Hi, I'm Bethany Sorensen. Yeah, like Sparky said, I live in Utah, and the song Sunflower came about because I have a tradition of writing flower songs about my children. And so I was pregnant with my third baby, and I didn't know the gender yet, but I just decided that this baby's song would be a sunflower. And then when I found out that he was a boy, I thought that that was kind of fun, the play on words, that the sunflower. And I looked up the meaning of sunflower, and it just kind of what you would expect. They represent joy and happiness. And also, there was a story about how that, I think it was after like a nuclear bomb or something, everything was decimated except for the sunflowers. So that they're kind of just resistant to bad things. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And so I wrote the song without knowing my baby. And now that he's here, it definitely fits him. So that's kind of fun.
Do you know, it's the best part about this show is hearing why the artists write the songs, you know. Sunflower by the wonderful Bethany Sorensen. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. One love.
Of all the sunflowers, I pick you first, and we dance for hours till my heart would burst. For you, our joy, like all the sunflowers, you're wild and free. You radiate sunshine, and you remind me that I can do. Oh, my sunflower, you always find the light. The world may turn against you, but you have the will to survive. Remember, the truth will keep you free. Blooming sunflowers, the last hurrah. Then death is upon us, but your light isn't gone. For you, our peace. Oh, my sunflower, you always find the
I don't know what's
light. The world may turn against you, but you have the will to survive. Remember, the truth will keep you free. Your roots will keep you grounded and help you do your part to take the bad around you and turn it into good with your heart. Oh, my sunflower, you'll always be my light. When the world is against us, you give me will to survive. remember the truth will keep us free.
Do you know something? I've not looked at everyone's faces while someone's song was on and saw everybody in the same position ever until then. Everyone was just in the admiration phase, like just pure taking it in. And I want to hear, I can't wait to hear what everyone else has got to say. Cara, we'll let you do the last compliment because you're the next guest. Let's go. Gentlemen first, Marcos, then Eddie. Marcos, what was your thoughts there, bro?
This was great acoustic piece of music, and I really liked the video which was involved with it. It gave it a lot, much more meaning when you also see this. And I really love this sweet voice. This was great story.
Thank you.
Well said, Marcus. Eddie, then Niall.
Yeah, wow, what a beautiful song. Everything was great about it. The video, the song itself. You know, that's one of the things music is so powerful. It's a very personal song, and I think you know, that's a great tradition that you have. I think no doubt your children will one day look back on this and really love what you did there. Beautiful song, great lyrics, well done.
Thank you.
Well said, Eddie. Niall in Ireland.
Yeah, I thought it was an absolutely gorgeous song. Your voice is really sweet and delicate, and great guitar playing, minimalist. You know, you're not, not doing too much, not too little. It's just right for the music. And I guess as well, the topic song, I guess the words that come to mind is it was very life reaffirming. It's great to have a song about that topic, and as well with the video. It's not all doom and gloom, and it's hopeful and optimistic and life reaffirming. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well said, Niall. Steve, then Mark.
Well, we've had a lot of absolutely fantastic songs today, and top quality songs, but none of them I would have called beautiful songs until now. The song I just heard, Sunflower, was a beautiful song. Beautiful vocals, beautiful video, beautiful subject, all of it was beautiful. And that's what I thought about it. So, really well done for creating that, because it was such a beautiful, beautiful piece of work.
Thank you.
That's the word for it, Steve. Beautiful. That's true. Mark, Darman, then our next guest, Cara. Mr. Story, Redbeard.
Bethany, yeah, Bethany, you definitely warmed the cockles of my dark heart with that song. Beautiful Taylor acoustic, by the way. And yeah, I mean, what Sparky said, I was just sitting there with my jaw on the floor, just like feeling this warmth flowing over me. It's really difficult, I find, to write songs about something as personal as your children or your parents or your girlfriend or your partner or your wife, whatever. To write a good song as a tribute to them is really hard. I mean, I spent a long time trying to write one for my mum, and it's really hard finding the words. Some of them don't work out, but that did. That really was a moving tune, a beautiful tribute to your child, a beautiful tribute to your family. Yeah, you moved me. Darwin will get this because we're both he's quite an emotional guy. I felt quite emotional listening to that, to be honest with you, and I'm not an emotional kind of guy, but yeah, it did get to me. So it's really cool. Nice song. Beautiful.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Well said, Redbeard. Darman de Flern, Malaysia.
Yeah, I was very touched. And what I was thinking is, this is a gift. This is a gift for your child. And she's not even born yet, but it's a gift that your child will have for the rest of your life, and all your family as well. So, and you
can you see him? He's fighting back tears, telling you this. He's fighting back tears, and I'm going to try and stop you from crying for the second week in a row, but he's fighting back tears telling you this. But continue, Darwin. I'm just letting everybody know, in case you thought I was being ignorant there.
Hey, if I want to cry, I will. Thank you very much. Keep your out of my reviews.
Absolutely, bro.
It's my party and I'll cry if I'm on. Anyway, so it really touched me, and that's what I was thinking, because I watched it first time and I thought, wow, what a gift you can give someone like that or whatever. But by giving that of yourself to your family, other people can hear it as well or whatever, which is why it touched everybody else here. I want to go to the music now. I love the acoustic guitar, and I love the strumming. Like the top note was giving it like that bass type resonance that I really enjoyed or whatever. Then you were changing it up to the strumming or whatever, which was cool or whatever. As far as your vocals, I agree with everybody. You've got a very sweet voice. You've got that special something, actually, right? You've got singers that are excellent, right? Because they're very powerful, very technical. Like the first guest, she got a lot of soul in her voice. What you got is you got like a lilt. You got like this lilt to your voice. Something I would attribute to people like Alanis Morissette, The Cause, and the singer from Cranberries. You've got a special magical lilt to your voice that just gives you that X factor or whatever, like. So, and you really leaned into that sweetness, and that lilt really give you that sort of, as I said, that X factor that you can't really train. It's either you got it or you haven't got it, and you got it. So I was really moved, as you could see, until I was rudely interrupted by Sparky.
I had to stop you going viral on Twitter again for bubbling like a big baby. But you know something, he feels music more than anybody ever feels it, and I thought I could feel it. I get hairs in my arms stand up and stuff. He actually gets really emotional about it, and it's an amazing thing. Well said, Darren. Cara Rhodes, what's your thoughts here, dear? Before we get to your section,
I can agree with everyone that it was so. I think as a mum, it hits differently. So you listen to it, and I think of my little boy as well. So it's just the kind of song that I can imagine sort of sitting in a room, reading a book. It's the sort of music that's just peaceful, and everything was good. There wasn't a note that was off. And the last note was beautiful. The very last note was really nice to listen to. The acoustic guitar, yeah, everything was just really good. But it's just one of those songs that I think is just for the moods when you just want everybody else to go away. You just want to sit down with your thoughts and read a book. That's it.
Thank you.
well said, Cara. Well said, everyone. Bethany Sorensen, eventually I got you on a show after a few weeks or months of trying. Until the next time, let's get you on another one soon as. Bethany Sorensen, until the next time, dear. Thank you. So our final guest of the evening, and this is the way we're going to do it. If it's closer to 5, we're going to have deep reviews. If it's more than 10, we're not going to do reviews. We'll just move each other's reviews to the actual YouTube channel. So this is a good size show. Cara Rhodes, could you introduce yourself? Who is Cara Rhodes, and what's the story behind your song Mine's Worse?
So obviously I'm Cara Rhodes. I'm from New Zealand, but currently in Scotland, very close to you actually, Sparky, right now, in location meeting. So I basically just started taking music seriously about last year and wrote, this was one of the first fully finished songs. I've always sidelined it, but this song's about, I had a conversation with a good friend, and she was basically asking, she hopes her current boyfriend is over their ex. And I was like, I think everybody's felt that way. So this song's really about that feeling of when your partner still in love with their ex and you've got to deal with all that emotions, and basically saying, I'm sure it hurts, but hey, mine's is a bit worse. So yeah.
Well, do you know something? It will resonate to lots and lots of people, and it's a wonderful track. Cara Rhodes, everybody, with Mine's Worse. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. One love.
Thought I wouldn't love till I wasn't enough. Now I'm underwater. I keep sinking further. Did you pick her first? Was I just there to hold you up? You made me hate her for no better reason than she made your heart hurt. Sometimes you think I could have saved you, but the more that I tried, the more that I wasted my time. Now all my friends hate you, and I don't fucking blame them. 'Cause you took the best of me, all that I am, put it up on the shelf. No, you don't give a damn. Do you wish you were coming home to her hands on your body? All I feel is her hold on my man, on my man. When we kiss, do you miss the taste of her lips? But she loves him and they're happy with I'm sure that is. But she might. Now I'm falling down. We keep going round and round and round. Maybe I'm delusional for thinking you could be the one. And probably for the next time, stay at home, lock the doors, read a book. You should just walk on by, no second looks. Do you wish you were coming home to her hands on your body? All I feel is her hold on that man, on that man. When we kiss, do you miss the taste of her lips? But she loves him and she's happy with I'm sure that hurts, but I'm sure mine's worse. I'm sure, but I'm sure mine's worse.
Honestly, just Cara, I only spoke to you for the first time today, as far as I'm aware, and I'm so happy to get you on the show. You're not just a beautiful person, your voice is amazing, and what a great artist. I can't wait to just see what everyone's got to say here. Let's go Bethany, then Niall. Bethany?
Yeah, Kara, your voice is just, it's so effortless and you make singing sound easy, but it's not. So that was really cool. And I think that the subject matter of your song is super interesting. I love that you wrote a song about that because I feel like that's something that people don't really want to talk about, but a lot of people would relate to that. And so I think that it's art.
Thank you.
Well said, Bethany. Niall, then Marcos.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, your voice is incredible, lovely sultry voice on there. It sounds great. The production is lovely, and you know, it's a nice slow groove to it, and so on. And the topic of the song is really interesting as well. I think, you know, there's a lot of it where we can all relate, and we have all been in situations like that as well. So it's a great song, great production, and you sound fantastic. Well done.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well said, Niall. Marcos, then Steve.
This is very nice pop. I like that it changes so much, and there is a hook. And I kind of like this voice. It is like a haunting voice when you sing, and this is great pop music when it has a lot of variety. What it happens there, so it's very interesting to listen. It's not simple. It was way more difficult as I was expecting when it started. Great pop music.
Thank you.
Well said, Marcos. Steve, then Mr. Story, Greenbeard, Redbeard.
Cara, what Marcus was just saying, I think I agree with. There is a kind of a haunting quality to your voice and a kind of dreamy quality to your voice as well. Also, I said that like Bethany's vocals and her song was beautiful. I'd say that you have beautiful way of singing. You know, it just comes over. It's beautiful, and I thought the production was top quality that worked with your song, and I was just really impressed with all of it.
Well said, Steve. Cara, as soon as you've got a video, you have to obviously come back on again. Do you know what I mean? So get a video for that song. It will make yeah. You need a video for it.
That's nice. my
Can't
next
wait.
step.
Can't wait. Mr. Story, the Mr. Chapman, the Mr. DeFlern, and that's been a wonderful show here.
You know,
Mr. Story?
it never ceases to amaze me, you know, how many of these podcasts I come on, the quality of the material and the musicianship, the artists on here is always of a massively high standard. Everyone on here tonight alone has been a massively great artist in their own right, with their own genre. You're no exception to that, Paul. That is a great song. As everyone else has said, you've got a very haunting, beautiful voice. And it was a real pleasure to listen to it. And thank you very much for sharing it with us.
Oh, thank you for liking it.
Well
What's
said,
not
Mark.
to like?
Well said, bro. Mr. Chapman in South Africa, then Mr. DeFlern in Malaysia.
Oh, well, Cara, I really enjoyed that one. Beautiful song. Everything was perfect. From the production is perfect. Your vocals just suits the genre of song that you did perfectly. You know, for someone, you said you showed interest last year. That's amazing. You know, coming out to the song like this. Really enjoyed that song. Well done. You got a bright future in front of you.
Thank you, heaps. I'm definitely.
Hey, do you know there's been over 20 collaborations have happened from people meeting in this show? So don't be shy to ask each other to do shit with each other. Sorry, I just swore. I said the SHIT word. In case there's children in the background there. If it's after 10 o'clock, I can swear like a champion, but sometimes if there's kids there, I would never swear, you know. Well said, Eddie. And obviously you would like to work with the girls, so just ask them. Mr. DeFlern, let's go. What's that you're drinking? Is that a mug that looks like a can of beer?
It's got, you know, his beer in there because you've seen it earlier on. You just want to ask me. You get what is he like? He's out to me live on television. Something you might like there. You like that one, Mark?
Redbeard? Oh no way! That's trademark, copyright. Darman, what is your thoughts on Wonderful Cara? We're taking up her section here, talking rubbish, but I started it. Sorry.
I apologize for that. Yeah. I thought your voice is exceptional, right? And I liked it on this track, but I could also hear it on like an EDM track, right? I think you got that really crystal clear enunciation, and you would really fit over the EDM type of stuff, because you could do like the quiet parts, yeah. But then when the you got that driving beat comes in, you got that rise or whatever, you got the type of voice that would really fit over that type of thing. I'm not saying you should go for that, but it's just something that I was hearing when I was listening to your voice. As far as the music, I have got a slight constructive criticism. I find that there's a little too much reverb on the track for me or whatever, right? And you've got a very complex melodies going through it. And I think sometimes the reverb is slightly overpowering it a little bit. And I was trying to listen to that top one, because the top thing is the main thing you think, but it's slightly too much reverb for my taste. This is my opinion. Everybody else has said it's a brilliant production, so take my advice or my opinion with a pinch of salt. But it's just what I try to be, just what I think. But apart from that, the drums are clear. Then you had like these synths come in later on. They were bang on, crystal clear. And I enjoyed the track overall, but as a personal preference, I just wish there was a little less reverb on the track.
Well, I'm going to answer Cara for that. She's only a baby in the game. She's only just started her music career. So absolutely, you know, wait till you see her in a year's time, Darman, or 2 years' time. So Cara Rose, have you anything else to say? Or what's next for you, Cara?
Or tell me off, I don't mind.
No, I don't. I want to say I agreed. So there's 3 songs I've done that've got the same producer. I've actually will be working with a new producer. He's absolutely amazing. So that was one thing that I actually agreed with you on, and it's one of the reasons why I'm changing some of the producers. So to hear somebody say that, it's like, okay, you've actually, you've hit the nail on the head, so that's good.
Hey, well said, Darman. Well said, brother. Do you know something? You're such a, like, what's the word? Darman's taking his weekly beamer. Yes, I've got him. He's taking his beamer like, oh, sorry. Cara Rhodes, everybody, until the next time, dear. Let's get you back on as soon as possible to feature your previous 2 tracks. Cara Rhodes, till the next time. Thank you. So I'm going to end the show a different way tonight. There's a guy on the show who's even older than Steve and Mark combined, or he was meant to be on the show. Well, right. He's an old man. He's called Pepper J. He's got Pepper J Productions, and he's had an artist on his books called John Michael Ferrari, who's worked in like Las Vegas for 20, 30 years, just world class. And they were meant to be coming on the show tonight to steal the show from everybody, but he couldn't get his way in. So I'm going to play one song. If you have to leave. But if you can stay around to comment on this as if he was here, it could go a long way for you because they're connected people. So the last song of the evening is John Michael Ferrari with Sentimental Fool, I Keep Moving. And you can leave during it or just a quick comment after. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Yes, I've been in love with you for such a long time, and I wonder how it would be to hold you so tight, to feel your lips so close to mine, and hear your sweet and gentle sigh. And when you'd cry, oh, I'd hold your face and let your tears touch mine. Sentimental fool, I keep dreaming how it could be, how I wish you knew this sentimental fool. Your love is strong for someone else who loves you just like me, but I go on loving you for eternity. Sentimental fool, I keep dreaming how it could be, how I wish you knew this sentimental fool. I should have said a long time ago just how you made me feel. Maybe then you'd be loving me instead of loving him. Sentimental fool, I keep dreaming of you. Sentimental fool, I keep dreaming of you. Sentimental fool, I keep dreaming of you. Sentimental fool.
Sentimental, just absolutely wonderful. So just quickly, if John Michael Ferrari was here, Cara, what would you tell him about his song? Cara, then Bethany.
I liked it. It was a very relaxing track. I really liked the harmonies at the end, and I think the only well, actually, no, that's not good. I just thought it was really relaxing, just calming. I felt it was very smooth. I really liked the undertones of it as well, that it wasn't just the harmonies at the end just really made it. The only thing I just felt was very repetitive at some points, but that's just a personal preference, but I just loved it being smooth. But I think just some of the words was just a bit more, I would have liked to have heard more in-depth lyrics, if that makes sense. But otherwise, great.
Well said, Cara. Do you know what? I think he's the type of guy who just gets given like 10 songs to sing tonight and he just goes out and does it. He's so check him out, and he's a special guy. Bethany, then Eddie. Bethany?
Yeah, I thought it was groovy. I liked it. I also really liked the delivery of the singing. I think that he was really good at portraying emotion and just like giving different, I can't think of the word, but he was really good at singing and showing different emotions with his voice.
Well said, well said. Eddie, then Niall.
Yeah, man, what can I say? First of all, what a great surname he's got. That's fantastic. Then I think the song is really, what a classic vintage sound, you know. You can't not like a vintage sound. I think it's a good song. I liked it.
I know he's a legend in the industry, and he might not have been in Vegas for 20 years, but he's got some backup story. I think it's true, but like he's a stage performer for many years, and his manager Pepper J is my friend on Facebook. I don't know the man, but he was trying to bring him on tonight, and it never quite worked. But trust me, he's connected guy, you know. Niall, then Marcos.
Yeah, just a really old school sound to it. It's a smooth, groovy tune, and really sets a nice vibe and tone. And yeah, well done. Sounded really groovy. Yeah.
Well said, Niall. Well said. Marcos, and then my three amigos: green beard, red beard, no beard. Marcos.
This is kind of old-fashioned rock, and it makes me want to have a beer. And this is something you like to listen at the late hours when you want to relax and enjoy your life. This is very good song for me.
Well said, honestly, Dito. Mr. Greenbeard.
Well, for me, that was actually a strange experience, because I was thinking that I was trying to think of who it reminded me of. And I finally thought it reminds me of Neil Young, but this is strange because the singing wasn't like Neil Young. The music was not like Neil Young. The lyrics were not like Neil Young, but it still had something Neil Young about it. And what I mean, I suppose what I really mean that was that, and again, like Neil Young doesn't really do much in the way of cover songs, but if Neil Young was to cover that song, it would sound right. It would sound like a Neil Young song. And that's why, for me, that was a strange experience. But that's what I thought.
Well said, Steve. Well said. Mr. Redbeard, then Mr. No Beard.
Yeah, well, I used to go to primary school with a guy called Frank Ferrari. And we're actually still friends today. So we've known each other a good 50 years. I'll have to have a chat with him, see if they're related. Subject to the song, it reminded me of a cross between Wicked Game by Chris Isaak and something Chris Rea might do. It had that kind of nice smoothness about it. It's very radio friendly. And yeah, class tune. Yeah, real top draw tune. Awesome stuff.
Well said, brother. And even though the gentleman's not here, I guarantee you'll hear it. So we have all spoke like very professionals, as if the man's actually here. Thank you for this. I don't do this very often. 2 or 3 times I've done it. Darman DeFlair, last comment of the evening. What's your thoughts here, brother?
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this song. I thought it was excellent. I loved a lot of songs haven't got a bass guitar or is buried so far in the mix. You could just hear the support in the bass drum or something. So it's an absolute delight whenever I can hear a bass playing across the drum. And it was like the sync was excellent. That really come across for me, and I really enjoyed that. And then like that steel guitar coming in with those trills and everything. Sometimes, like if you're a pro, you know less is more, and that's what they were doing. It was just like highlights of that steel guitar, but that was making it for me. And then the vocals, you know, he's a pro, like he's really delivering. You can feel what he's singing, And for me, that was a really, really strong song. Excellent. I really enjoyed it. Maybe I've got a bit of an old soul in me too.
Hey, honestly, I mean, well said that. Wait till you see the man on stage. He's got the biggest smile you'll ever see in the world. He's for a man, he's adorable, and I never say that about a guy, but he is. You know, Jean-Michel Ferrari and Pepper J. Who wants to see more of Pepper J's artists? Say, Pepper J, you missed the show today, but we'll let you off it this time. But don't ever do it again, okay? I'm only kidding. I was trying to be a wee